Morning. Sweat the butt off. Hey, Frackberg, how's it going? Oh, I'm like, why is there no music? I do not have it set on my end properly. You guys hear music, but I didn't hear music. Oh, Watts, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing well. Doing well. I took today off. So what did I decide to do on my day off? Get up super early and ride my bike. Well, I was supposed to, well, not supposed to. I had planned on riding yesterday after work. And then when I got home from work, I did not feel like it. But despite being a day off, I can't sleep in. I get up at the same time every day. So I thought I'd get in some 10 a.m. Oh. Ah. Who are these idiots? Radio tower, oh my gosh. I just purposely picked the flattest route possible here. So I can get double XP. Double XP! There we go. Everyone wake the fuck up. Morning time. PRing it. So maybe the radio tower and Climber's Gambit wasn't done. If you're PRing climbs, sounds like you were just getting warmed up. Going well. It's going well. Riding the bike. That's a good thing. It's Friday. I don't have to work today. So I'm gonna do this ride. Then I'm probably gonna go back to sleep. I just can't, my routine for work is so set. I just can't help to, I can't sleep in. So even though like I didn't have to work today, I'm still up at the same time. Like it's just, this is the time of getting up. Well, get a ride in, get a bunch of double XP. I think I might do 4 laps today, like 60K. 3 laps maybe, and then do 4 tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nice and easy up the hill. Humid as all hell here still. Ugh. Sweaty in the damn garage. %. It's better than it was on Wednesday. Still not nice. I think I'm feeling like 3. It's gonna be a 3-day today. Unless this coffee kicks in. This coffee kicks in, it might bump her up to a 4. But what else am I gonna do? Got nothing else to do. May as well just sit on my bike. There it is, Dimitri. Go faster. As fast as I'm allowed to go. Can't go over 200 watts. How you doing today? You're heading outside in this weird, wild weather. It's not raining right here. It's actually one of those mornings we were talking about. I could totally ride to work, but I have the day off. But the weather report for later is pouring rain. We've just been having this super weird, I mean, I guess it's not super weird. It's par for the course here. Where it's just, it'll be pouring in the morning and then not pretty decent in the afternoon, or pouring in the afternoon. Like, I was gonna ride my bike to work. It's actually bike to work week. I hate missing bike to work week. But the weather is just brutal. All these guys are on doing the same route that I'm doing. At least they're going the same way for the first part. Brackberg is an indoor-only person. Brackberg is like the rest of us Zwifters. We're scared of outside. This is TOW, yes, sort of. Sort of. I'm gaming the system with the Zwift glitch bugs to my advantage. Yeah, there's like TOW group rides and what they call on demand. And the on-demand routes you can do whenever you want. But if you finish an on-demand route, it's no longer gets you double XP. The key word being finish. So what I found out on Wednesday was, and plus all of these stages for stage 3 go uphill. Who the hell wants to go uphill? So what I've been doing is I ride to the bottom of the volcano, and right when it starts to go uphill, I turn around. But before I cross the start finish line, I log off and start the ride again. So I turn around, I get a ride that's about 15 kilometers long with 68 meters of elevation. So it's pretty damn flat. And I just do that on repeat. I'm really trying to catch a buddy of mine. I have a buddy. He's older than me. He didn't get into Zwift until like pretty much COVID happened. No, it was just before COVID. He is about a third of a level. So I gotta get, hey Scott. So he's been doing all the stages, but I'm trying to catch him. I can't let someone, I've been on Zwift since like 2016. I should be level 60 by now. So I can't let someone that started 3-4 years after me get to level 60. Before me. Well, it just works out that I'm pretty much just going to be doing base riding. So this is pretty easy. But I keep looking at his Zwift companion, and he's about a third of a level. But he's only been logging on and doing like the group ride, and then that's it. And I'm thinking, oh, he's only doing the group ride. If I can just like do 10 more K than the group ride every day, I'll slowly catch him. No, he has no idea. He has no clue. It's just me. I told him all the hacks too. Oh, 24-hour stream. He knows all the ins and outs of Zwift double XP, but he just doesn't care. He honestly, even if I told him that I was racing him, he probably wouldn't care either. He's a super nice guy. It's keeping me motivated. He's helping my motivation. I'm going, man, I gotta catch him. I can't let. draft van with all these people to draft. I know. Holy moly. It's been a slow burn. Very close. Yeah. I've been streaming, what, like 3 years now? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of people in the Zwift category. And the funny thing about the Zwift category is it's all of us just following each other. There's no one like from outside the circle that is coming in. Like there's, as people become more and more into Zwift and indoor cycling, we're getting new people showing up, but I kind of like it like that though. You know, I watch some of these bigger streamers. It's a hot tub. Yeah, exactly. You know, some of the big streamers, and their chat is just going insane. They're not interacting with chat. And I enjoy the social aspect. So only having a few people viewing is it's kind of better. You kind of hit a tipping point when there's too many people. I feel bad if I don't respond to someone's message. And when they say like I got 8 viewers, it's more of just like a round table discussion. You know, it's like a bunch of pals sitting around chit-chatting. Oh, that's the wrong side of the hat, that's why. It's like, why is my hat like that? Yeah, especially if you're going hard. If you're trying to race, it's extremely hard to emote only mode, yeah. Oh, I ran that cyclist over, I'm sorry. Something changed in the emote wall where the emotes hang out for a really long time. I think they just changed the default. All right. We're getting real close to end of lap 1. The only problem with doing it this way is Zwift saves your activity. So I end up with a whole bunch of 15-kilometer activities. No, I tried to do it with a pace partner, and the moment you port, you lose the double XP. It resets the system. Apparently you can steer though. Like you can turn off the course. Might try that. So I was gonna turn around pretty quick. I just gotta hit 12, U-turn. Let's try it. Let's go straight. Let's go straight and see if we still get double XP. Normally the course would go right and you'd head, you basically have to watch right along the top at the end of the bar. When you hit every full kilometer, a little XP thing pops up. And normally it says 20, but right now it says 40. So when I hit 13, I'll know if it's working or not. Someone wrote earlier that you had to stay on the course. But in stage 1, you could steer wherever you wanted. So it's like conflicting whether the system catches you or not. So 100 meters, we'll see. Nope. Didn't work. 20 XP. Back to the start. And ride, okay. Save. Volcano. Volcano. Start ride. So there we go. Did not work. Do not steer off the course. Yeah, I think you probably could do U-turns, but I think what happens though if you U-turn again, see, because this course goes up the volcano and then comes back down. So when I U-turn on the volcano, the system just sends me on the correct way to thinking that I just wanted to skip the volcano and to finish, because the course actually ends here. But if I cross that line while I'm doing the route, it locks it out. So I find just doing this has worked. Do what I was doing. Hit the volcano, hit 12K, U-turn, ride towards the start. As soon as I hit 15K, start over. That way I don't really have to think too much, because I don't want to have to watch every kilometer and be like, oh my goodness, am I getting double XP? Just, I know this systems works. And it's totally flat. This is one of the flatter routes you can do. That was lap number 1 done. Let's start a lap number 2. Nice to see a bunch of people on though. Got a little draft going. I don't mind doing it this way. I just, it clogs up my activity feed because each lap is its own separate activity. Check on where my buddy's at. Let's sweep him up on Facebook. Hey!
A 92-year-old man is now following.
92-year-old man. Thank you very much. Appreciate the follow. Like we just hit my 500 follower goal. Might have to think of something awesome to do tomorrow.
A 92-year-old man just subscribed. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. You're welcome. 500K for 500 followers, like in one ride. Oh, that's the most I've ever done in Zwift. Is I did 201.3 something. And that took me like 6 hours. And I just did desert laps and it was so boring. Hey, thanks. This has been a very, I enjoy doing tech stuff probably more than I enjoy streaming. So I love messing with things. Hey, Dimitri. No, the overlays aren't stuck. They will slowly disappear. I went in the settings to see what is going on, and I can't find where it is. See, you can slowly see more of me. I think it has something to do with reaching goals. Like you put your face right on it. It's like there's some default setting that when you set a goal and you reach the goal, it goes nuts. And then if someone subscribes back to back, it gets even crazier. See, it's going away. I don't know. I don't think it's from Twitch because I don't use Twitch for any of my overlays. I think it's out of Lumia. I think it's out of Lumia stream, but there's a auto sort of overlay button or for every single, could have been, it could be Twitch said, hey, this is happening, and Lumia is like, yay. But there's a category in Lumia for every single Twitch thing that can happen. So you have to go into each one, and I think a few of them just default to on. Well, sometimes you reach the stupid goals. I've had it set on 500 followers for a year and a half. And it was almost set as a joke. Because I was thinking, it's the Zwift category. There's like not even 500 people in the Zwift category. Yeah, you slowly chip away. Oh, Navitra, you could bike in the winter. It's, yeah, it actually might be, it's going to be a good morning. It's going to be a good morning here. You paid your dues. You're like, I did it for 2 years. Yeah, I hear ya. I was the same. There was a 2-year span where I pretty much rode to work every day, including winter. Oh, so you get like super winters that suck. And then awesome summers. Oh yeah, I was gonna check where my buddy was at. Where are you? Follow too many people on the Zwift. There we go. My buddy rode 14 hours ago, and he did 23 kilometers. As long as I do more, I will catch him. But I have to do way more because I want to pass him. "10 to 15 minutes is a nice commute." Yeah, if I do a full lap, it's 15K. So my experiment on lap 1 was about 12. Problem is, not the problem, but I need to use double XP to get ahead of him because the dude rides a lot. So just passing him is not going to do because he's gotten to where he's at in like 3 years, where I've been doing this for 7 years. So if I just catch him and be like, haha, I caught him, the amount that he rides, he's going to continually pull ahead. So I need to push through this double XP and get a half a level. Yeah, well, that is partly true. It's partly true. Yeah, I've ridden more than him, but yeah, he just jumps on every morning and rides in Zwift. So while a lot of times where I was doing commutes, he was putting, 30K on in Zwift. I like riding this route and sort of flat. It's really easy to control my pace and my heart rate. My cleat adjustment seems to have worked though. We'll see after this weekend if I do a ton of riding, see how my knee feels. You can't do it in Zwift while you're on a regular old ride or trying to get double XP. You have to be doing a workout. Zwift doesn't have sort of free ride ERG controls. And I don't necessarily want to be, and in ERG, it'll hold you to that wattage. So I don't necessarily want to ride at 180 exactly the whole time. But I mean, I'm like personally limiting myself to 200. I'm trying to ride in zone 1. And for me, zone 1 ends at like 208 watts. Ugh. I'm surprised they're still up there because, well, I guess I'm not surprised. The kickers and stuff are still like $1,200, but they're coming down. The whole COVID rush, I mean, most of the stores I've gone into, they all have stock. And that's what was driving the prices up before, was all through COVID. None of the stores even stocked or could keep them in stock. Our bike shop, one of the local ones here, they'd get 4 trainers in and they'd put on their Facebook page like, hey, we got 4 trainers, and they'd be gone within the hour. Well, it's a different though. So end of season, oh, S-Works. Yeah. End of season for indoor cycling is March-ish. So trainers would go on sale in March. The new models of trainers come out in August for the trainer season. So bikes go on sale in September when everyone starts going indoors. It's like the opposite. Kind of works well for the bike shops. Bikes are starting to get out of hand. Some of the S-Works bikes, like 17K for a new S-Works Diverge or Roubaix, 17,000. Who is buying $17,000 bikes? And yes, that's who. Dentists, yes. Dentists are buying 15K bikes. You know what's funny is 6,500 is still crazy high, but that seems like a deal when the bikes are 15K. I worked in a shop all through the 90s, and even paying cost was painful. But the bikes were so cheap. What you could buy in the 90s, like the top of the line, best of everything, like mountain bike, XTR, everything, you were looking at like $4,500. So even with inflation, the bikes are out of control. Oh. But if you use your bike all the time, I've had this bike since 2016. Has 1 billion miles on it. So yes, it was expensive, but price per use, it's been a good value. It needs to be retired though. It's definitely time for a new bike. Rain, Zwift. Rain. Trying to talk my wife into getting matching bikes next year. She seems to be into it. It comes and goes. Yeah, like the SRAM wireless shifting. Like I think the full SRAM setup is wireless. Am I already going up? Oh shit, I missed this. Oh well, I missed the turnaround. I'm like, I'm already gone over 12K. That's weird. Weird. I just went over the start and I'm at 12.3. Last lap, when I went over the start, I was at 11.9. Yes, my cranks are part of the recall, but, well, it's not a full recall. It's if they are cracking, we'll replace them. But with all the lawsuits happening, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns to a full recall. But the problem with my cranks is I have Stages power meters on them. So Shimano is not going to replace my Stages power meters when they give me new cranks. And you can't take them off the cranks. So but I've read quite a bit into, well, yeah, so what Stages does is they actually glue them to other people's cranks. So you send them your cranks and they put the power meter on. But I've done a lot of reading and the chances of my cranks failing are very slim, because this article talked about all the things that disintegrate the glue that Shimano used on the cranks. And really, these cranks here have only been outside for about a year. They've been on the trainer bike. So there's no contaminations of things. Well, I was watching, it seems to be like a random thing. Like, I know guys that don't put out a lot of power and theirs broke, but then I've had these for, I've had tons of Holotech cranks that have never broke, but the article was talking about Like if you wash your bike a lot, the bike cleaners eat away at the bonding. So it was like if you ride outside in the rain lots, road dirt, road water, that gets in the cracks of the cranks and starts eating at the aluminum, which wrecks the bonding. Washing your bike a ton with degreasers. The degreaser seeps into the cranks and that wrecks. So there's a whole bunch of things that can speed the process up. And this bike has been outside once in 3 years. There's no degreasers, there's no water, there's no outside crap on touching these cranks. No, this is not my commute bike. My commute bike is my cross bike. This is my never leave the trainer bike. I used to do commuting on this bike. I mean, it's a road bike, it's fast, but it's got tiny little tires. It's not as comfortable as my cross bike. And I came to the realization in 2023 that if it takes me 3 extra minutes to get to work, but it's way more comfortable, I'll take those 3 extra minutes. Who cares? This is full carbon. And it's better as an indoor bike being full carbon because I can sweat all over these handlebars and they're not going to rot and fall apart. But it's kind of a waste having this bike as a trainer bike. So that's why the plan is to potentially sell it for next year. Yeah, that's true. The headset bearings are not. That's why I got my handy dandy towel to protect everything. No, I'd actually like to downsize the bikes in the household. I would like to purchase a one bike to rule them all kind of bike. One that I can gravel ride on, one that I could say swap wheels, do a road ride on. The lines are getting very blurred between gravel and that bike. Could be the Domain. I was actually thinking, so the Cervelo Aspero, that's very popular around here. Yeah. So either one bike, actually not even 2 sets of wheels, 2 sets of tires. I don't do road events enough where swapping a set of tires would be a pain in the butt. Yeah, the Aspero will do up to 42s. Actually, apparently 45s. I have 38s on my cross bike. 38s are like the sweet spot. I like 38s, but everyone around here rides 42s. Not necessarily, because the tire, you can get wider rims to. But see, even wide rims are still not as wide as a wide road tire. So the plan would be to have one wheel set and then a set of 32 GP5000s for road, and then a set of, say, 42s or 38s for gravel riding and commuting.
Banana Split 84 is now following.
Thanks for the follow. Yes, it does. That does. That I have thought of that because it does take a bit of a mess. I have actually, man, I've got a decent technique where I've been able to get the tire off gently without getting sealant everywhere. Well, my little follower account thing is actually broken because I'm now at 501. It's stuck. It is stuck because it actually says 501, but then the thing says 499. All right, lap number 2 is done. Let's do lap number 3. Let's check to see if I can fix that maybe. Couple overlays. I think it's this one. Huh, interesting. Should just go over. It should actually say 501. All right, lap number 2 of the double XP. No, this is lap number 3. Look, I've been having so much fun. I missed a whole lap. Yeah, it could update. I thought it auto updated, but you could be right because it says 501 on the Twitch stats. But I have read that sometimes the third-party overlays are a bit finicky. All right, lap number 3. I think on this lap, I'll go more up the mountain. Yeah, I brought it up funny to Lumia stream before because like Lumia is like, man, we just pull from Twitch information. So I have Twitch stats that says 501, but then I have the follower count that still says, I can't even talk today. It is still stuck at 499. I have to fix this, Matt. Maybe that'll be my day off task for the day, is to fix this poor turtle hat. Problem is it accidentally went through the dryer, so the plastic brim got crazy curved. So I think I need to take a hair dryer to it and reshape it.
Enrixon8 is now following.
Oh my goodness. Enrixon8, thank you very much for the follow. Friday morning is where it's at. Now I know the follower account is really broken. Well, the West Coast, I think we kind of get shafted for most of it. There's Zwift races and Twitch stuff, because when it's like after work for me, when I would want to be doing a Zwift race, it's like bedtime for the rest of the world. So, 7:30, 8 a.m. for me seems to be prime time. It's evening in Europe. Yeah, so it's morning here, and then it's prime time Eurovision. It's dinner time. Everyone's sitting down, watching other people riding bikes. Because that's exactly what I do when I've had my dinner time. I've been trying to do more riding in the morning, though. I found my body really hates exercise before bed. I don't sleep well at all. Yeah, that's why I enjoyed racing ZRL and then the TTTs, but the races didn't start till 6:30. So you're going hard for an hour. By the time you get off the bike, it's after 8, and then you're crazy wound up. So I wouldn't go to sleep till midnight. And then even after I fell asleep, it wasn't good sleep. And then I would do the exact same thing on Thursday nights. Yeah, I can't do it. It was a love-hate. I raced the first 4 seasons of ZRL, and I did ZRL and TTTs for like 2 years. And then it's like, if you don't get good sleep, you don't recover properly. So my sore ass legs would last days longer than they should. Like, what BK is doing is almost the best option. He gets up at 3 a.m. to race the My Whoosh race series, or whatever race series they were putting on. I tried I'm about half an hour late for the earlier time slot. And I couldn't commit to the earlier time slot because I didn't want to the team aspect of it, I didn't want to let the team down and be like, oh, sorry, I can't make it today. Yeah, that would work. I really enjoy base riding. The first lap seemed kind of difficult, and I was anxious on the first lap, thinking, man, oh, this isn't fun. But once you're like in the zone, just gap out, just pedal, not really breathing hard, heart rate's low. Well, what's crazy too is in my team, most of the guys were in Alberta. So they were an hour ahead of me. So I was racing at 6:30. They were racing at 7:30. I was like, what are you guys doing? There's no way. 7:30? I can't sit around. I hate sitting around. I want to come straight home from work, jump on my bike, get the race done, and move on. I hate hanging around being like, well, probably get on the bike in about 35 minutes. You put one sock on, do stuff around the house, then another sock, and trying to waste time. Cutting all these corners. I haven't been paying attention. Actually, cutting corners is probably why the first lap was 300 meters less. Yeah, when it shifts down into the small ring, when the small ring is not quite enough, so it shifts back up into the big ring. Yeah, I think this will be the last lap today. And I think tomorrow, in honor of 500 followers, I'll do like 100K. That'll be, yeah, if I do 16K a lap, 4 laps? No, math is really bad. Be 6 laps. Probably the same time as today. Maybe not quite as early, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was on 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. If I go to do 100K though, it's gonna take me just a little bit over 3 hours. So I don't want to get on too late and then still be riding at noon my time. But this is really a good way of getting base miles in. Just feel like I could ride like this forever at this pace. Yes, eat Timbits. I should go get 500 Timbits and eat 500 for every follower while I ride 100K. And puke. Yeah, super looking forward to the new roads. As much as I slag Zwift, it's always good to get new content. Oh, Tempest. That's honestly why I'm doing this. Because this actually has decent scenery to look at, but it's still flat. Because I was doing Tempest laps. Because if you picked on stage 1, if you picked figure 8, but then steered left onto the desert, you would still get double XP while you did desert laps. But I've just done so many desert laps. I just can't handle staring at sand. It's not that I'm actually staring at what's going on, but it's nice to look up and see some trees and see some clouds and mountains. You know, and then you go in the volcano. And this route, it does have a little bit of elevation. So there is some varying stresses on the legs. Yeah, Wautopia's waistband is definitely a good route. Another one of my favorite routes is the out and back route, but it goes up the volcano. But other than the volcano, it's pretty flat. and it works out to about 40 kilometers. So if you're doing a 100-mile ride, you could just do 4 laps. Yeah, you need a little bit of variation to sort of keep the legs moving, but you don't want an actual hill climb. If you put a hill climb in the route, that's when it's going to really slow you down. Oh, it's the PRL full all over again. That route is boring. Yeah, the PRL full just kills you with boredom. But as one of the longer routes, oh, the PRL full or your 160-mile ride? Yeah, if you guys are doing the PRL, I'll pencil that in and join you guys. The key to that route is get off your damn bike on the downhill. So the route is boring because you go around in a circle, but you get pretty much 5 minutes off the bike every lap. And so for indoor riding, that few minutes off the bike will save you. Get off the bike, get something to drink. Well, yeah, like there's nothing to see because it's boring over and over again, but you're just going around and around in a circle. And not many routes, actually no other route, gives you the option of getting off your bike every 35 minutes. Because you don't want to get off your bike for a super long time, like all the way down the Alp. But having 3 to 4 minutes is beautiful. You can refill your water bottle, you can do a stretch, just rest your ass from sitting on your seat. Yeah, this is the final lap. Final lap. Inching closer to my friend. Gonna catch him. I actually did see. I thought you were doing it on your own, and I was like, hell yeah, you're just doing this ride. Yeah, I think so, Dimitri. It's 9 o'clock. I might have a nap today. Might have a nap. Gonna fix my hat. Yeah, well, if you get out of rhythm and the group's rhythm is way slower than yours, as long as you weren't the guy that rode 50 meters in front of the group. I hate that in group rides. I've typed to a few people. It's like you're in a group ride and you're near the back, and you're in a group of like 5 or 6 people. Everyone's kind of going the same pace because as the group ride happens, people form up, groups happen. And then there'll be a guy riding solo just ahead of the group. And I'm thinking, dude, slow down for 2 seconds, get in this group, and you're gonna have an easier ride. But I guess people maybe aren't looking for an easier ride. Okay, I just remembered to do this. Zwift fixed it. Zwift freaking fixed it. Oh, now I'm going down. No, 0. Awesome. Okay, it is fixed in Zwift. AC was wondering, he didn't know if it was the Zwift hub or if it was just fixed in Zwift. Not like this Doc's group ride where he got like banned because he went off the front. I think when I adjusted my cleats, I just went just the tiniest hair too far. Oh, that would be every climb. That is sneaky. That is some sneaky stuff. I don't usually use the coffee stop. I only ever use it just because it's funny. Well, maybe my cleat is in the right spot. We'll see. Okay, let's get to 13K and turn around, head back towards the start. Distance is so slow, uphill. Nothing ships. Nothing for any of those Zwift. Oh, I guess if it's Australian, but I mean, it'd be tough because I'd be willing to pay the insane shipping fee for the socks. I like bike socks. That's like the Tour de Victoria. They have a new sock design every year. And with your entry fee, you get a set of socks. Yeah, oh, at least you got that. Real life matching. Oh, you'd be so matching. That's awesome. All right, let's get this lap done. Actually, let's not get this lap done. Let's get this lap almost done. No finishing. Don't want to ruin this. This has been the best double XP route going. Yeah, like months ago. It's probably clipped or something. He went in some group ride. It was like, you know, such and such, blah, 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 you know, Wednesday night group ride. And I think, and so he was just riding, doing his own thing. So yes, he was in the group ride, but apparently this group ride is like everyone stays together. But then for the last 2K, there's a race. And then they look at the standings. And I think Doc went, like just doing his own thing, went early, and they were like, get back to the group. Get back to the group. Blah. You're gonna like wreck the standings. Blah. And then it was just like, Doc's like, whatever, it's freaking group. Like, if you don't want people to like go ahead of the leader, like put one of those like fences up. So they slagged him and pretty much were like, never come back to any one of our group rides. And it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't like Doc was being a jerk. He was just riding. And throughout the ride, other people went off the front. Like, he wasn't sprinting off the front. Doc was just like normally riding and like going faster than the group. I hate group ride races anyways, so to have a race for the last 2K is dumb. So I don't care that Doc wrecked it. So you've done like an entire like session of endurance, and then you go and screw that session up by racing for 10 minutes? Yeah. Well, that's like, I've done some sprint races, and the sprint races only count the sprint segment. So you can go as fast as or slow as you want to the segment. They didn't care. The ride started, you knew where each sprint section was, and you could go as slow as you wanted and sprint. So it was like self-paced sprint race. Then once everyone was finished, they had the standings on, and it was all worked out through Zwift Power. Yeah, if you want to go faster to the bottom of the hill, go ahead, but you're not getting timed until the bottom of the hill. So it's okay. We would do that in ZRL, like in the Makuri course where you had that Makuri hill climb. We would have one guy who we knew was an insane fast hill climber. He would just take his sweet time, save all his energy for the hill, try to get first, and pick up maximum points. Pay attention. I don't want to cross the start line. Screw this up. It's cool if you can get a lot of people to do it. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get. No, I'm not gonna be able to hit 17 without hitting the finish line. So I think I gotta like stop the ride. Weekly goal. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna do a long ass ride tomorrow then, not today. Today we are, who else is on here? We can go bug. Oh man, is like no one on? No one on?
Take off, eh?
Yeah, everyone did take off. Actually, let's go say Banana Split 84. Let's go, because they, I think, are new to the Zwift. So now I got to figure out how to actually type that in. Monday, get snow? No! No, we don't get snow. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'll be on probably the same time tomorrow. I'm going to do a 100K in honor of hitting 500 followers. Appreciate it. Always enjoy the chatting.